Are here to tell you all a few things. Okay, so I appreciate you all being here 3 minutes after the time we're supposed to be going live. I'm going to blame everyone except for myself, which, as if you know the show, that's valid.
Yes,
no further discussion on that. Shut up. The plan for today, we will have Wade from Unparalleled Universe.
What?
He is the father of Odious.
I mean, as far as he knows, he didn't take like a DNA test.
Yeah. So that today is our episode of Murray Povich, because we have the tests, we have the results.
Yes.
Is Wade the father of Odious? We will find out today, so stay tuned. But first, we must have a word from our sponsor to clear up some of the concerns that some people may have around the very big, the very major release over on Toystalker regarding, what was the name of your figure again?
The Spirit of Flipboard, aka Spirit of Greed. Okay, folks, here's what's happening.
Okay,
we got a sale that's going on tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have been sent 1 million DMs about what's gonna happen, what's gonna go on, what's gonna go on with the sale, blah blah blah. So because this is his exclusive, I am bringing on vendor extraordinaire, an evil retailer. Yes, we're bringing a retailer to our midst right here. We're going to talk to him right now. The face behind Toystalker, Ralph from Toystalker. Where are you?
If I'm evil, that's only because I spend way too much time talking to you. I'm just going to put that out there.
That's true. Yes, you are the company you keep. I like that. By the way, you picked the perfect. By the way, hello. Okay. Thank you. Ralph from Toystalker is. I feel like this is like the news, and you're like an anchor, and you just go. You know how like in Pawn Stars, they brought in like certain guys. They'd be like, oh, I got to bring in this guy. I got to bring in my toy guy. You're like, maybe we make you the toy vendor. I mean, depending how you do, Ralph. Don't fuck up this appearance. But can you let people know what's going on with the Spirit of Flipboard and how that whole thing is going to work? Because again, people are. By the way, you're doing an anchor thing.
Apparently, he's live in the field.
Okay, you're live in the field. Yeah,
I'm reporting live from the Nefertiti caves.
Okay.
I'm kind of being. There's not much space in here.
I like it. Yeah. No, that's right. So, I like you not having space. I want you to fucking suffer. All right. Can you tell people, what's going on with the sale tomorrow? And is it going to be crazy, or what's happening? How's it going to work?
Crazy, it depends on what you think crazy is. Fun, not crazy, but okay. So with Toys R Us, we had 80 go to SDCC, so there was less on the site. But since then, we've increased the memory, we've updated some of the systems, so things should move smoother. There will be a lot more, obviously, because we didn't send you the 80 to take to SDCC. So
that's right.
At 1:00 Eastern time, you'll have the bundle of regular Spirit of Flipboard.
This guy. Look at you. Oh, you didn't prepare. You fucked that up. All right, no, go on.
So just a single guy. We'll have 250 total. We'll do waves. So I'm thinking it'll start out with 75 up, and then every few minutes we'll add another 25 until they're all up there. So 10-15 minutes. I would say every 10 minutes.
Okay.
So it gives people time to get in there, get some, go ahead. And it will be limited to 1 per order, just like last time. The discount codes would not apply for this figure. However, if you have purchased with us before, you've earned reward stamps. Your reward stamps can be redeemed for your purchase. If you do get the Spirit and something else, $99 and more, you put in the ship free 99 code, and you get free shipping. So those will apply, but just the regular discount codes won't apply for Flipboard.
Okay, so Ralph, just real quick, you admit there will be 2 SKUs because I want to just reiterate because people have been asking me that. There's going to be a SKU for the regular one, the regular spirit, and then there's going to be 50 of it's like a bundle. Okay.
Right, the spirit crate.
Yeah, the spirit crate. Do you know when those are going up? Like when both those SKUs are going to be like live?
It'll be 1 p.m. Eastern, like 10 a.m. Pacific.
No, 10 but sorry, when are you going to put the links up for it? Are the links, can the links go up today and I could put it in the description, like so people have the link like ready?
I can give you the links. They're there. The listings are not live. They're set to automatically go live at the time that the sale starts. So it's not like I have to go in manually.
No, I get that, but like
I can give you the links.
Yeah, give me the links because I have a few like panicked people already in the DMs, and I just want to make sure, and then we can put it in the description here too, so you can have the links. So there's going to be 2 SKUs, 250. I said 250 in total of the figure, and we'll put the links in, and I'll make a video. What's today? Friday? I'll make a video today just talking about it and clarifying, and then you can have the links, and then everybody can be nice and happy.
Yeah, I'll get the links for you. And then we do have 30 of them with randomly inserted Spirit of Sifters.
Oh yes, yeah, the Spirit of Sifter. If you don't know, the Spirit of Sifter is piece by
Abasai Photography. Abasai,
Abasai.
Yeah.
Abasai, you hear, you fucking sleepy piece of shit.
It's got the turkey sleeps.
Yeah. By the way, thank you everybody for showing up after Thanksgiving. Who the fuck wants to wake up?
Not any of us.
One fact about Spirit: this figure is based on the misadventures of Mr. Home Arcade's life.
Right.
So that's a little thing that it's a exclusive reveal right here in this live stream.
Right. Don't worry, he doesn't watch this show.
Who does, honestly?
Yeah, nobody.
So that's helpful. So you're gonna have
watches, Reed Duchess 9955 watches. This guy has a problem with too much new toys, I guess.
We were just trying to be humble. Shut up. So there's gonna be 250 total. 50 of them will be the loot crate thing. So you got the coins and stuff. The posters. Is there a poster?
The prints will be in the crate.
Okay.
They are, or they should be, all individually signed by Mad Hatter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
by this hand. Whoa.
Did you number them?
Signed by this hand?
Individually numbered also.
Any of them signed by this hand?
What by no, why would they be signed by you didn't color that one, bro. John trying to take
well,
fucking
I don't know just tell us. Don't be okay, don't buy Flipboard is what we just learned. No. So just trying to wrap this up, okay? Like a nice present for those that are into this. 200 of them will just be the regular one. 30 out of the 250 might have the sifter in it. So regardless of buying the regular version or buying the bundle version, there's 30 of those total possible that you can get the Spirit of Sifter. You will do.
Yeah, you don't have to buy. Many people have asked that. You don't have to buy the bundle to get a chance to win the Spirit of Sifter. Right. It's spread equally among the whole thing.
And then if you miss out on the first thing right at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's okay. They'll go up again in 10 minutes after that, and then so on until they're gone.
Right.
Okay. Now, how are you listing the difference between the regular version and the bundle crate in these batches of release?
The regular figure will just say Spirit of Greed, and the image on the listing will just show the figure. The one for the crate will have the picture of the figure with the coin, the pin, and the print, and it'll say Spirit.
Now, ultimately, my question, I appreciate you answering the visual difference, but if somebody goes to the site, both versions will be releasing in batches until they're gone? You just have to calculate how that works with the bundle one?
The crate will be up completely.
Okay.
All 50 will be up.
Okay.
And
all right. So for those that are interested in the crate version, be there right on time.
Yeah, and if for some reason you don't have the link, when you go to the homepage, right on the homepage where it says just added, the first 2 items will be the spirit figure and the spirit crate. Okay. So it'll be right up front.
And this is limited to how many per person?
One per order.
One per order.
All right.
One per order. And that's it. I think we got to wrap it up. We have a guest that's coming, and so yes. So that's all. Ralph, thank you for being out in the field. Thank you for doing what you do, for being my partner. Okay, even though you're a little fucking sleepy today, you should have showed up with a little more energy. Yeah, that all the Spirit of Flipboards, that's that behind you. Shit will go on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. Keep trying. I'll announce if it does sell out or whatever. I'll announce it on my Instagram or whatever. But keep trying. Ralph's he's gonna shoot these out like in bursts. And
and I have a good majority of them, not a majority, but I have a good batch of them already packed and ready to go. So after the sale Saturday, they will start shipping on Monday. There was a delay with Toystalker because I didn't have the piss tanks in hand. They were still being produced, but I do have Sifter. They're already sorted. A good chunk of them are packed. So Monday they will start going out.
Awesome. All right, sweetie pie. Get me the links today. So and I'll do like a thing, and I'll mention it on. I'll do a separate video when John's not here, fucking ruining our sales. So that's that.
It's all my
GTFO, Ralph.
All right, I'm out of here. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
See ya.
So we can talk shit about you.
I removed him before he could answer.
Oh, he's gonna hit me up now. Be like, why the fuck did you do that? All right. Well, he's a very hardworking man and salt of the earth. You know, John, sometimes in life you meet like salt of the earth people. You know what I mean? You meet people that you just you know, I don't know where I'm going with this. We got chat. Let's talk to some of the people in the chat. Let's see what the chat's up to. I'm going to go ahead and do that, even though my throat is really fucking killing me. We got Ray Paz right here. What's up, buddy? We got Dust Tapes. Thank you to everybody. By the way, we're double live streaming. We're doing a live stream today, me and Johnny, who disappeared, and then we're doing one tomorrow as well. So what a fucking treat. And then we got a cat in here. We got Impossible Pie. We got Bayless Imagination. We got D Jackets. We got Mickle Stapler right here. We got Laser Pants. Laser Pants is here. He said, I shilled for Flipboard on the last show thanks to Toystalker. He did. Laser Pants actually went to bat for Flipboard on his show against a very annoyed Bobby Valla. Bobby Valla does not like Flipboard. He is very irritated that Flipboard is a thing. It's a very strange.
Yeah,
Bobby, you'll probably see this. Your reaction was very strange to Flipboard. I should say it was like this weird, like he was going over Kickstarters, and then we were talking about Flipboard, and then he just like clammed up, like Flipboard like touched him when he was a kid. It was like a weird, it was like a weird thing.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So Bobby, maybe you want to just fucking cool it, buddy. Maybe you want to fucking cool it, bro.
Or double down. I'd love to. I'll watch a video of you apologizing or doubling down.
I'll take an apology. Yeah, I'll take John. Remember how I had a beef with what was that channel? Not that I have a beef with Bobby, but what was that one channel?
Unparalleled Universe.
Josh from before. I had that guy hated me at first, and now we talk, and it's. So I'm just saying that
now he's Josh living in the moment.
Yeah, now he's Josh living in the moment. You know what I mean? Like I have a rivalry with Robo. Maybe we become friends down the line. You never know.
All right. Well, that's enough. That's
Hey,
enough.
hold on, John. Can we just say hello to Ace from Ramen Toys? Okay, that's it. That's the last one.
We have a guest.
Okay. All right. So we got a guest. You know him. You love him. He's actually a really great dude. He runs a channel named Unparalleled Universe. He's one of like the OGs of doing this this toy stuff, John. Okay, I know you're a fucking new guy, so you're like, what? You just showed up last year, but he's been around for a while. His name is Wade. He created a figure called Odious, and he's here. Where is he, John?
My favorite part is that, like, I just welcome,
yo.
But before, I gotta just clarify that he and I have the exact same access to this entire program, to create it, to put things in, to bring you in. But he just did that with Toystalker too. It's like, where is he? Because I have to push the button. I have to hold.
Wait, don't you think it's like? Don't you think there should be like one technical guy, like it expects me to like fucking Johnny, like he's like the Donatello of the crew. So
it should be his job.
Like what?
Yeah.
I don't.
The dude with the glasses should do the internet shit. That's how I see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't know how to argue against that.
No. What's up, you guys? Thank you for having me. First off, I didn't know you guys had all kinds of beef out here.
No, it's yeah. See,
with the beef.
I didn't even do that. This is why the guy with glasses has to bring in and exit people, because he's just like, Caputo.
Hey, what the hell was that?
I don't know. You just booked it.
Oh, I thought you really kicked me off for real. No. Like that was weird.
Didn't even touch anything. I was over here trying to have a conversation about the beef that we have through this channel. No, we historically have said that if we actually have a problem with the channel, we don't talk about it. But today was an exception. Bobby Valid has the problem.
I don't have a problem with anybody. I'm just saying, John.
It was a one-sided thing out of nowhere.
Well, because Laser Pants being there reminded me, I was like, oh yeah, that guy was just trashing me, so I can't mention that. Like, you know, like
what was he trashing you about?
I don't not trash. He was like being like, so he was going over Kickstarters, right? That made it, and he went over your Kickstarter, and then he went over Brutal Realm, and he went over Savage Crucible, right? Okay. And then he moved on to like the next phase of like his presentation, but then he stops and he goes, okay, and before anybody asks me about Flipboard, I know, I get whatever, it's enough, okay, like, and he was this big, like he was like he didn't want to mention it. It was very weird. It was like a very weird, and then he's like, before I get a message from Ace or Hatter, can we just move on? And then Ryan Laserpants, to his credit, he was like showing his Flipboard. He's like, hey, this thing is awesome. And he showed like the little piss tank. He's like, this is a funny thing. And like, he was just like staring. It was like just the most annoyed person. There's something about it that annoys him. I don't know what it is. I really don't care. But like, you know, it's something about him. And then so a bunch of people showed it to me, and I was like, yeah, it's a very strange reaction. So, you know, you can't please everybody, Wade. Like, that's all.
That's true. You can't please everybody.
Yeah. But it's okay. I'll live. Right? Like,
yeah. Me right now. It's like 6 o'clock or 6:30 almost.
Well, the internet hasn't woken up on his stream yet. So you have solid internet. I'm guessing you're physically plugged in.
Yeah. I'm like in my house. Wait, actually, it doesn't even work. I'm Wi-Fi, but I'm in my house close to the router.
Just play on.
Oh yeah. Hey, if your shit doesn't work, plug your shit in. Yeah, like mine works. It works. If it doesn't work, I used to have to plug my shit in. When I Hatter, are you like Are you like in a shed in the back of your house or something?
No, I'm just. I wish I was in a shed. I don't have shed money. Man.
Oh shit! Now you got to get some shed money. I used to be in the back of the house in a shed. I used to call it the Spider Shack because there's black widows everywhere. But like,
oh Jesus!
I used to have to run out there with the Oh yeah, with the internet cord, and my wife didn't want me leaving the cord like on the ground, so I'd run it out every day before the stream. It's like 100-foot cord, and it's like, yeah, it was a mess. But I moved in the house like a good dog, and then
okay.
Now
where in California are you?
I'm like in the like South Bay area.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's we rarely get any. I mean, we don't do guests that much anyway. But we rarely get like California people here because I'm usually used to somebody already 3 hours where John is in fucking. I don't even know where John is. John, what state are you in again? Fucking Rhode Island. Nobody knows.
Undisclosed.
Nobody knows what his accent. John, say Gambit. Try to guess where John is from just from his accent.
All right, I'm gonna say it without thinking about it. Gambit.
Yeah. No.
Are you being serious?
No. He fucked up.
Oh, I have a like the A's come out like candy and candy.
Oh, candy.
But it's like if I'm not thinking about it, I'll say
he calls him Gambit. He goes
Gambit.
That's how he says. He goes like, oh, I got the new Gambit figure.
Gambit.
That sweetie pie. Laser pants. We're just fucking joking. Relax, dude. But how is so Wade, you're here. You're not just here because you obviously love this channel and you love us.
Well, let me tell you a few things before you get in there. So,
okay. All right,
yeah, just real quick. The way I got exposed to Hatter, the way I learned about your channel is because I'd be doing shit like at Comic-Con, and then I'd be recording footage. I get a shitload of comments like, "Is that Mad Hatter in the background? Are you with Mad Hatter?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't think so. But it happened like several times. And then so I was like, so that's how I kind of became exposed to your stuff. And then Jonathan, it was through Rebel 10. I saw all your Rebel 10 stuff, and that's the mutual homie right there. So yeah, that was kind of how I got exposed to you guys. But
no, it's so funny, dude. Somebody showed me the video that they were talking about that they were referencing to you.
Yeah.
And you were going through some booth. I think it was like the NECA booth or something. And then my dumb, loud voice, I could hear it just in the background, like, "Oh, you got the turtle," and I was, and then it was just so funny. But yeah, it's and you're like one of those guys that, dude, how long you've been doing that? You've been fucking around forever.
I know. Right? Like just in recent years, people like you just called me like an OG. Like a lot of people have called me like, oh, one of the first guys. I don't feel that way, but yeah, I've been doing it for like 10 years. And that sounds crazy, but I don't know. It's when I hear that I'm like an OG of the toy review stuff, I'm like, fuck, well, I've wasted a lot of fucking time. Like
wasted? What are you talking about, buddy?
Well, I should have got on the making toys earlier, basically. Like
YouTube, I understand that, but I think I've been thinking about this a lot, like with his and some of the other campaigns that are out there, especially like seeing that somebody can create their original like idea as a figure, have success with it. I don't know that it would have done that well like 6-7 years ago.
No, that's very true. That's very true. But also, when I say waste my time, I guess maybe I mean I should have used my time more effectively, because then I see channels like Nostalgia Unboxed where you like blew up crazy, and so I'm like, man, what the hell am I doing wrong? So yeah, congratulations on that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Despite John pays, let's fucking relax. John pays for a lot of his subs. Okay, so
that's the modern. It's the modern age, man. There's too many bots out there to not find fake.
Who do you pay? Where do you find these pay bots? Like,
I just walk through the city and I'm just like, hey, you got a phone? And I'm like, here's $10, and
oh shit, that's damn.
Well, John used to live in Japan, so he knows about. Where am I going with
this? I don't know. Where are any of us going with this? No, this is a natural success.
The way of the samurai.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, John's.
I'm humble, and I had my time, and now it's over.
John is the otaku samurai.
Oh shit! Otaku,
yeah. John's a sweetie pie. Did you know? So wait, from the beginning, you were like, I want to make toys, or that was kind of like
From the beginning, I wanted to make comics, so I was kind of like, but the
comics.
Wow.
Yeah,
you two, you're best friends now, just now because of that.
Oh my god, sweet. I didn't know. Yeah, I used to. My first job was drawing comics. Cool. I wanted desperately to, because I went to art school. I wanted desperately to be Joe Madureira. I was like, I was obsessed with Joe Madureira,
the baseball player.
Huh?
That's the baseball guy, right?
Yeah, the baseball guy. Yeah, John.
Baseball guy.
God. The first job I got was working in comics. I did a few issues of a few things here. I did an issue of Gargoyles. I had like my own comic that I wanted to do, and then I was like, I had a hard time going like, how the fuck do you make money? I couldn't pay my it was the freelance life was so difficult that I was like, I don't know how people make money. And then I was still in school, and then I got into animation, and I was a storyboard artist for years. And then I just stopped doing comic stuff. I always wanted to go back. I wrote one for Flipboard, and we had a mini comic, and that kind of like got the bug in me. But like, sorry, I don't know what the fuck did I make this about myself? Anyway, I'm just saying that like, that's something that I still kind of want to do. So you were drawing comics, or you were like writing comics?
Yeah, I was trying to write comics. I can't draw. Like I don't have talent like that. But I was like writing stories, and like me and a buddy were like working on a little like 8-page story about some Sasquatches and this and that. And like at a point I was like, well, I saw people like on YouTube like getting like big followings, like Shartimus or whoever. Like I was like, damn, this guy has access. Like, and back then I was like, man, he has 100,000 followers. That means he has 100,000 potential customers, right? But that's obviously not how it works. But then I was kind of like, well, let me try to like do this. Let me try to like, if I ever want to do, and I never got far with writing my little comic, and it's not like I'm a struggling writing comic book artist. It's kind of just like a big dream. But in my mind, I was thinking, well, let me get an audience first. And, I love talking about toys. I already love action figures. And then I kind of stumbled into making Odious like over the years of just kind of doing little different projects. I used to sell like little Sasquatch at the time. It wasn't even called Odious yet, but just little Sasquatch head sculpts that I used to paint myself. And I sold a bunch of those. And eventually there was, some interest in the figure. And then me and my buddy Kevin Garcia worked on it together, and he sculpted it. I designed it, all that kind of stuff. And then, then we made it happen. Got lucky on Kickstarter because of like you said, Jonathan, because the following got into a point where it actually could become like a customer base. Mm-hmm. And we made it happen. And then, I still I still want to do comics. Like I want to do an Odious comic, and but making toys or trying to do the first Odious and then selling it and all that kind of stuff is so time consuming. But from there, I'm like, well, I would love to be like a comic and toy company, like a McFarlane back in the day or whatever. So that's kind of the dream,
Do you wear shoes around the house?
I'm not wearing shoes. Wait, like shoes from outside?
Hell no, like how like McFarlane walks around barefoot. Like
shit.
Like
I thought this was back to the samurai thing.
No. I'm thinking that might help you also to get you want to channel McFarlane in all kinds of ways. You know what I mean?
I know it. Like being barefoot is good. You get connected to the earth and shit like that. But I fucking hate. I don't know if you guys know this. I hate skin. I hate my feet being exposed. I'd wear fucking gloves and a mask all fucking day if I could. But yeah, I don't like skin. So no, I got socks on.
Okay. No. Well, I mean, I think that counts, dude. Let me ask something about Odious, because where was Odious like? Was that kind of an invention while you were doing the channel, or was that like did you know like I want this is like a figure that I want to make like ahead of time, or like was that created later after the channel was made? Like what how did Odious come to be?
Well, so I was doing the head sculpts. So the way I did the head sculpts is this dude named Old Boy did a head sculpt of D Amazing, and I hit him up. I was like, hey, I got a channel. Would you do a head sculpt of me? He's like, I don't even know you. Like, why would I do that? I was like, yeah, that's true. And then, so then I went and hit up Corey Casting Cape. Shout out to Corey. He's the greatest. But I was like, hey, can you sculpt like this Sasquatch head? Like that would make more sense, than me. But let's do the Sasquatch head. And then before I even was ready to sell those, I didn't even have a name. And like last minute, I was like Odious. Odious was a name I used for other stuff back in the day. And I was like, yeah, let's call it Odious. And then like when it came to doing the figure, like I had the design and the design was kind of based on like me a little bit, like it's like the original design with the flannel jacket and things like that. But yeah, even like right before putting Odious together all the way, it was kind of like, oh shit, now I got to think of a backstory. And so it wasn't, to answer your question, no, I didn't have like the idea to do it prior. It kind of just like came together little by little up until the right before doing the Kickstarter.
Okay, copy that. Yeah. Are you hairy like Odious? Like, are you?
Oh,
like,
you should see my fucking nuts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
that's usually not the thing people.
That's no. That's
Well, you could see I'm hairy, so I assume you meant like other places.
No, well,
usually chest, back, arms.
Yeah, I thought
it's not a common
I thought we would
place.
start with yeah, we'd start from the top, but I mean, I like that you went right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So somehow you managed to get Odious to still be you, despite not having a head sculpt of yourself. You still have a head sculpt of yourself. Is it really?
Yeah, for sure. Because then at a point I was like, well, shit, I don't want then I fought to make Odious not me, like because I was like,
so he has like clean shaven nuts.
He has no nuts.
That's like it's like a variant.
Yeah.
Just a patch of skin.
Yeah.
But,
Odious,
we talk about it all here, buddy.
So there you go. That's the porn star version of Odious.
No nuts?
He shaves them.
Balls.
He shaves his taint.
Yeah, he shaves his, he shaves down there. He's got a Tokadao Razor gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, buddy. 5 lucky people right here. You got Creasy Bear, you got TC1511, you got Joey, Joe Caramello, Charlie Squared. There's a lot of new names here. And then you got Beansy.
Good old Beansy Tron.
Yeah, old Beansy Tron, 2099. We have 115 people. Thank you for showing up so fucking early. Yeah,
I'm gonna share my screen. How about that? Let's show the people what the hell we're talking about.
Oh,
yeah, John.
Because I am the only one that can control this. I'm trying to make sure I maximize the space here.
You got Ace from Ramen Toys here.
Oh, see, now the comments are perfectly over your face. Your stupid face.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
You guys beef with each other, too?
We started because of beef. That's... Yeah.
You missed on a whole history of this.
Yeah. John started to try to get lippy online. He was trashing me, which is a huge mistake normally. But then we were going to fight each other, and then we just fell in love.
Yeah.
You guys were going to fight each other? You toy nerds?
Yeah, we're going to, you probably
our meet cute was taping each other's boxing gloves, and then we just kind of got lost in each other's eyes.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, man.
So tell us about this new, beautiful campaign of, this is a twofer.
Yes. So, the first Odious, like one thing about the character is like the way that he functions is that he could like appear in different times and different eras and things like that. So, basically from like a toy making perspective, I had like all the tooling for this body, and I kind of wanted to put it to use. And I always kind of had these ideas for different versions of Odious, like the army version. I think a lot of characters like this end up in like an army setting, and then samurai and this and that. But then when I thought about cowboys, I was like, man, a cowboy would be dope because like there's not a whole lot of cowboy figures out there. So so these figures are built on the same Odious body, which I was really happy with, and that's why we went this route. So we have 2 new versions. We have the army version that you're looking at there, and then we have a cowboy version. And I'm excited about these, man. Like I showed the cowboy version. I showed the army version at Comic-Con like 2 years ago, and people were like really hyped up about it. So that kind of, made us decide to kind of go forward with this whole thing. And then throughout the years, I've shown different versions at conventions and things like that. But yeah, I'm really excited about these. I really hope that we could get this funded, because from here, I do want to this is kind of, you do the first figure and it's difficult. It's a whole learning experience, and it's insanity. And then now I feel like a little bit more settled, a little bit more calm. And, I just wanted to get these out into the world so then I could take the next step into like some new sculpts and new characters. But I feel like this is the natural progression of doing this type of thing. So here we are. But yeah, I'm super excited for both of these versions. And if these 2 versions get funded, then I don't have any stretch goals in the campaign, but there's kind of a stretch goal where like if these 2 get funded, then Big Bad Toy Store is going to carry the Inuit version and the Ronin version exclusively on Big Bad Toy Store after the campaign. I didn't want to make it part of the campaign because I didn't want to, you guys know, like, well, you know, when doing a Kickstarter, people add a bunch of stuff and there's all kinds of crazy shit. Then at the end of the Kickstarter, you get charged $500 and it's like, oh shit, like I was hyped up about this, goddamn. So I kind of wanted to split that up. So people will pay for the two. And then if you want these other two, you can go get them on Big Bad Toy Store afterwards without having to pay a bunch of money up front. And yeah, shout out to, you know, Rebel 10 Customs who did the soft goods on every Odious figure ever. She does all the soft goods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rebel 10 does all these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're very familiar with her.
Yeah, she's the best.
I gotta say, I think one of my favorite details about I mean, you see it with the army guy, but the way it is with this guy just stands out a little bit more to me, is the fact that he still has his cowboy boots on, but because of his feet, partially, I still have to have my boots because I am a cowboy.
Yeah. Oh my God, she did great. Yeah, there's a lot of and who you know, your team in terms of like your sculptor and like is it because you have new heads, like there are new sculpted heads for this, correct?
Yeah,
like,
all these Odious figures will have different head sculpts from the previous ones. So
okay.
yeah, these heads, I know it looks kind of similar, but because, you know, it's the same character, just different head sculpts. But yeah, all this, everything that's on Odious, sculpted on Odious, is done by Kevin Garcia. He's amazing. Okay. He's a big reason why Odious exists in the first place, because when I was doing the head sculpts, someone in the chat was like, when are you going to do a full figure? I was like, oh yeah, I'm working on it, but I wasn't. And then Kevin hit me up and was like, hey, if you ever really want to do a full figure, I'll help you. And I became friends with him because on my channel, I reviewed like the first figure he ever worked on professionally, and he hit me up and he's like, thanks for, doing a positive review of my figure. And that was fucking 8 years ago or something. So we've been friends ever since. And yeah, he helped me put it together. So yeah, he sculpts everything. I won't even go anywhere else.
Yeah, Odious is I bought him at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I was at your booth. It's a really nice figure. You did a great job on it.
Thanks, man.
The first one. And I'm definitely excited about, I don't know. I just like just the more soft goods, and I want to just talk to you about it. It was the process of like just doing that first Kickstarter. I mean, it's just a wild thing to do anyway.
Kickstarter is insane.
What happened?
Kickstarter is insane. Like the whole process.
It's a wild.
It's so stressful.
And you see and you're probably going through that now, where you see like, you know, the numbers and like you're obsessed with it, and like you have that like sometimes like that receding that happens, and then you're just like, oh my God. So it's it's a fucking stressful experience.
The worst thing is like you have a good day, right? Like it goes up a couple thousand, you're like, cool, good day, and then you wake up in the morning and then you see it went down. Me and my wife start looking through who the fuck changed their orders and start writing names. I want to fucking knock on these guys' doors. Like,
I know there is a thing, dude. There's a on the Flipboard campaign. I did that too, and I remember towards the end, it was like somebody I know that like changed their, and I wanted to be like, I took it so personal. Yeah, I'm like, why would you change? But it's like you can't. Yeah, man, I'm confident that this will. A lot of people like that. If you guys don't know in the chat and you want like and I don't mean this in a reductive way, Wade. I'm just trying to use as a comparison. If you don't know in the chat, Mezco is a good comp to what this is. Like if you're like into Mezco figures, with the sculpt and the soft goods, that's the thing it feels most familiar with, and goes with as well. Like I have it's next to Mezco figures. So if you're a fan of that kind of that's a good comp for you.
Yeah, and like the one thing I'll say when compared to Mezco is, Mezco obviously, I think they were the one that popularized, made it popular to do 1/12 scale soft goods. Before them, there wasn't a whole lot of that. And they started doing it, and ever since then, I think soft goods blew up. So It's definitely inspired by that. But one thing I will say when comparing it to Mezco, I honestly feel that Odious is way more fun to play with, because that was a that was a intentional thing. Like, we wanted, my whole thing is like hand candy, you know, like I love playing. I got toys everywhere. I have toys with me all the time. Like, if you see me at a convention, 100% I have a toy in my pocket that I'm just pulling out, playing with, you know. So my whole thing with Odious is I wanted people to feel like that for Odious. I wanted people to like want to play with the figure all the time, pose it, and just like have a pleasant experience every time you play with it, you know. And it's dope.
Hand
like
candy
I'm sorry.
No, hand candy is a great way to explain that figure. Like, it's a fun. I'm talking about the first one, which I'm.
Right.
It's just a fun figure to like just pose in your hand and like feeling it. And the soft goods are really fun. I love the art, by the way. Just like also the 2D. This reminds me of like old hip hop art, like from like 90s and stuff like that. I don't know.
I'm an old hip hop guy, so like I'm sure that was David Williams.
Oh, are you? Okay.
David Williams was probably going for that vibe for sure. But
yeah,
with the Odious, text right there. That's true.
Yeah.
John's
thing is more like polka music.
Like John Candy in Home Alone.
Yeah, he likes that.
Yeah.
That's his. Yeah.
I'm not the only one, obviously.
Yeah. 600 copies and fucking whatever they said. Like, we sold 600 copies in his neighborhood or something.
I just watched that. Yeah, he has a whole backstory of like I was like, oh my god, there's a whole backstory that they wrote just for the polka band and this and that. The art's really fun though.
Yeah, David Williams killed it.
I wanna ask about, like, because this has 6 heads, and like we're not getting really much of that. Are you planning to show off some of the, like, a breakdown, or like post some images of like all the accessories kind of broken down?
So I do have some artwork for the accessories that I'm going to show, but for the head, you know, to be honest with you, I tell people this a lot, they get all pissed off at me, but I could only go so far with making everything up front, you know, because everything costs money. Like, I got to a point where like, shit, I can't keep paying Kevin to sculpt stuff and people to do this and that, because like I'm out of money. So I just got to get on Kickstarter, see what happens. I think I've built up enough like credibility that when I say it's going to come with this and that, people could believe it. But you know, people still want to see some artwork. So I do. So there is, if you go to the updates tab on the Kickstarter, I do show. So the Army Odious is going to come with. It comes with 6 heads, but 2 of those heads are werewolf heads. So if you go to the very first update, Jonathan.
Oh, the first one. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Here's the artwork for the werewolf heads, and these will come with Army Odious, and that's why like I kind of made like a 3-pack bundle on the Kickstarter. I know buying 3 of these types of figures is unreasonable. It's kind of expensive, but we did 3 for a really good price, because you basically get like 3 characters with this. You have, you know, Army Odious and then 2 different werewolf.
Oh, there's a werewolf. Oh, okay. So that'll fit naturally on that body. Okay.
Yeah. They're going to be for that body, and you can put them on the other Odious bodies or whatever. But these werewolf heads, like this one right here, was inspired by like old classic Werewolf by Night. And if you get the Army Odious and this Werewolf by Night head, and then you take off the army jacket and the army shirt, you have a wolf in green pants. So that's a pretty cool werewolf at nighttime kind of situation. And then the other wolf head is a little bit more like traditional kind of crazy looking werewolf.
Yeah, that's I think that's actually a really good idea, just to match, because then, like you said, if you buy 3, you almost feel like you have like a little platoon of like of characters. And I want to say, am I imagining it? Didn't you on your Instagram? Didn't you pair this guy up? One of my figures that I never did a review for, but a Mezco figure that I really like is that robot, that soldier. Junkyard Joe. I think you paired these up and they look really good. If I'm not.
Yeah,
I didn't imagine that, right? Like,
no, you didn't imagine that. That happened in reality. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Sometimes I imagine things, Wade, and I don't know what's real and what's not. So,
I feel you, man. Sometimes I imagine like people said something to me, and I'll talk hella shit up. Like one time, Ryan Ting from Hasbro, I imagined that he didn't say thank you one time. I got pissed, and I was like talking shit for like a full year, and then I went and I was like, yeah, Ryan did this shit. And then Ryan's like, that doesn't sound like me. I was like, nah, you're fucking rude. I go back to my inbox, and I was gonna screenshot and send it to him. I was like, oh, that conversation never happened.
It never. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's I do a lot of the same things, and yeah, John. Thankfully, I have John in my life. John is kind of the wind beneath my wings because, like, what I'll do sometimes is I will perceive that somebody is like being shitty to me or big shotting me, and I'll send it to John, and I'll be like, man, look at this motherfucker said or whatever, and John will be like, hey man, are you sure that, like, I think this is more like in your head, and like, so he's very good at, like, he has a very good temperance. He'll be like, I think you're maybe flying off the hand, but he will tell me if somebody is being shitty. But yes, you need a John in your life that can compartmentalize that and tell you, like, is this person really being shitty, or are you imagining this?
And somebody to control the live stream for you.
And to control the John does a lot of he wears a lot of hats. He wears hats, as they say, even though he's the only one here not wearing a hat.
I'll bounce that kind of I'll bounce my potential beefs. Like, I'll tell my wife, like, hey, I got beef here. I just don't believe what she says. I get pissed off at her.
Right.
It's the whole deal. Yeah.
You should. I mean,
that's why she's there.
Yeah. That's why a wife is there to take all your abuse.
So I do want to touch back, like, the werewolf. That's a great idea to, like, find a way to maximize a figure. Also, as a business, you could potentially sell a 3-pack, whatever. It's great. Sketches or something to show us what these heads are, because when your last one, you had some great expressions, and I'm an expressions guy. So when I have a figure that's expressive, that makes it way more fun to mess with.
Yeah.
And I assume that would be the case again here. So if you had a way to sketches or something to show what people could get, I think that would help the campaign, because from my perspective, I know what to expect. Like, I trust you because the product exists. But I want to know what I'm getting, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. With the Army Odious, I think I've shown that there's a couple expressions that I have shown. I think that one is different. I'm sorry, can you scroll up just a little bit? I think so there's those two, and then so right there's like 3 different expressions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're not as animated. Like the first one is a little, like, the first Odious has some silliness to it. Like, these ones I did want to be a little bit more serious with it. So yeah, there are 3 expressions there. The cowboy, I need to show some more expressions for that, because he's gonna have 4 heads as well. But we only sculpted 2. And there's that one there with the bandana sculpted on, and then this one here. I'm not sure, like, how into Westerns you guys are, but, like, the facial expression is basically it's like based on Clint Eastwood's, like, scowl.
Yeah, definitely has that vibe.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
and that's good to point out. I just mean, so, like, if I don't have the other one, if I'm a consumer that's like, oh, these are really cool, I didn't know the first one existed. Like, at least sharing some kind of cross-reference, or, like, here's some heads that came with the first one that will be included with these, or something that's inspired, or something just to kind of to feel, I guess, just to know as an expectation of what you're going to get, unless you just don't know what those expressions are going to be 100% yet. I understand that. Plus, sharing it here versus, like, on Instagram, because the cool thing about a Kickstarter is that, like, you come here and then you have all of these down here that are like, maybe you're also interested in these things. So you're going to have this kind of great opportunity for crossover from people back in other campaigns that will see this stuff and then really be interested, but maybe don't know who you are.
Yeah, so with some of the, like, with the cowboy, I list on there, 4 heads, but you only see 2. Yeah, because I haven't completely decided on the other ones, and that's probably a mistake. Like, I probably should have had a little bit more work. A little bit. I thought I had enough work because I had done so much work, but I probably should have had a little bit more, like, more artwork for the accessories and the head sculpts. Probably would have been good. But honestly, as of this moment, it's kind of undecided, because the reason why I was comfortable going forward without that stuff is because I think it's cool to kind of see things after. You know what I mean? Like, once the Kickstarter is, let's hope it's successful, and and then, like, I show the head sculpt in a month, and just kind of, it's a way to kind of, like, keep the hype until
keep people, like, interested as you.
I don't know if that's right or wrong, but, like, that was kind of my thinking. I was like, all right.
I agree with what you were saying before. I think because of your first Kickstarter, you've built enough trust that, like, if you have different heads, I don't know that you need everything rendered out. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That is great for the people that are already aware. That's my point. So like I just am considering the people that aren't aware, the new customers, right? Like they don't know that you, other than going up here and being like, oh, and then trying to track your history. Like you're likely to have some consumers that just don't know. So remembering that those people also exist, I think, is important, because
you're not wrong.
Fan base is like totally into it and they trust you, and there's no reason not to trust you if we're aware of who you are. That's all.
You're completely right. I should have had a little bit more upfront, but yeah.
Was there also like because I'm like a huge like lore. I don't know. I'm like I'm big into like lore and stuff like that. Is there a what's the word? Okay, you have the cowboy, the soldier. Is there a way that these all connect in a lore way, or is it right now? Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah. So the lore behind Odious is basically back in like the tribal kind of days. He was like a man that needed some help protecting his family from a force that he couldn't overcome, and then he meets a shaman, and the shaman kind of makes an offer to him, like, I can help you save your family, but it's going to come at a cost. And the cost was that this man would forever be kind of bound to this beast kind of spirit. Together they would become like the curse of Odious. So he becomes this monster. He protects his family. His family eventually dies because now he can't die because he's like this monster thing. And the whole curse is that every time, I mean, he can die, but he's not going to die of old age. He can be killed. And, every time that he's killed, he becomes like a statue, and then like a stone statue, gargoyle style. And then like if someone else somewhere else within time like bleeds on the statue, they then become Odious. But it's not like a werewolf situation where it's like, oh, I'm Wade as a werewolf, and then I turn into Wade back. Like the person that he possesses is now gone. He takes their spot, and that's it's his curse. Like he's cursed.
You're always that thing.
He's always the thing. Yeah. So he existed as a samurai at a point. He existed as a soldier, and eventually dies in those times. And then, like, let's say at the end of this soldier situation, or at the beginning, some soldiers kind of find this statue, get in a gunfight, some blood sprays on it. That guy turns into Odious, and then
Okay, so you have like a Ghost Rider situation. Where,
Ghost Rider.
Where Johnny Blaze is a Ghost Rider. What's the one that I used to like from
But it's 90s? Always the same guy.
It's always the same guy. So like it's no longer Johnny. I mean, it's like Johnny Blaze is Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, and then Danny Ketch is Ghost Rider, but Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze are different characters. It's not the character.
Like Odious is one thing, but like different people become the thing. Is that?
But there's no history of that person in the Odious, right?
Right, exactly.
It's basically like it's like I guess you could explain it as like they're just trading spots in a way, but the guy that bled on the statue just is like gone essentially. But
so he is gone, but he ends up in this like spiritual kind of world. But he never comes. He's dead. It's kind of like a purgatory, and in that purgatory, there's like a spiritual kind of spirit guide that's basically like a purple Odious. It's like a ghostly type of thing, and there's a whole thing on that I'm working with. But yeah, as far as like the person who gets possessed, they're gone. And now, like, Odious wakes up like, oh shit, wasn't I just a soldier? What the hell am I doing in the old West?
Yeah, he almost. I feel like he wakes up in like an MMO, and the other people are the other Odiouses, and you can talk to them. And you know how like when you play, am I the only one that's ever played an MMO?
What the hell is MMO?
The massively Warcraft, like
okay.
Yeah, you play, and you hang out in the town. Nobody's getting the reference. It's okay. But I do like that. I do like the Ghost Rider element. Also, bonus points on Danny Ketch because I couldn't remember Danny Ketch. I'm like, who the fuck? Yes, Danny. Yes.
Danny Ketch.
And are you gonna write? You should write like a comic book, man. Like you should
that's the big dream for sure. So like. The Figure Report says nerd alert. Fuck the Figure Report, by the way. Speaking of beef, I beef with him all the time. But
is that somebody? Dude, see, I like that.
Is that genuine or is that like ours?
No, Mikey's my boy right there.
Okay, because I'll fucking boot him.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah,
No, I don't beef on the internet. If I got a problem with someone, I'll see him in person. Not like tough guy shit, but I don't like this back and forth on the internet. It's much easier just to talk in person. You kind of get a different energy, and it's like, let's settle it. That's why, like, you know, I don't really have too many internet problems. Usually, it's just, but I'm everywhere. So, like, you know, I'll be wherever, and I'm always willing to talk things out. You know.
Have you ever gone up to another toy guy and you take your finger and you on your shoulder and you're like, hey, you want to say that shit you said before? And like, has that ever happened to you?
No, I'm never aggressive with
like
it.
This.
No. Never.
I do it all the time, but the amount of black eyes I've gotten is crazy.
Yeah. John is constantly getting punched in his face.
Yeah, it's usually just strangers, but they have an instant dislike for me for some reason.
No, that's what I did at Laser Pants. At the last Comic-Con, I fucking wham on his finger, and he turned around and he was like a little lamb. Okay, is he still here? He was like, oh, okay, I'm just, you know what I mean? That's how it is.
I've never seen that. I made the comment. I was like, oh, he looks like Puss in Boots. His eyes got so big, and he was so afraid.
Yes, yeah, they got big and softer, like, yeah. But back to you should, and you kind of co-signed it a little bit. You should write a comic, dude. Like, you should have but that it feels like this is a natural thing that should be a comic. So is that like on your, I don't know, is that on your radar? Or?
Yeah, no, for sure. That was something I wanted to do after the first one. But, you know, as you guys know, when like producing a figure, especially if it's the first time and you're doing this, it takes up so much of your mental space, just in so many ways. Like for me, with the first figure, the Kickstarter ended. Okay, you start the Kickstarter, you're stressed out every day. When the Kickstarter ended, the stress never stopped until the following year when I had the figure in people's hands. And it's so stressful. Especially if you don't know what you're doing and if you're like new to it. You know, I had David Bonner helping me quite a bit, but I had never worked with them before, so everything was like unsure. I'm like, you know, how come things aren't going this way, or how come I'm not hearing back? And you know, it just very stressful the whole time. But then so I never got to do the comic because, I mean, maybe that's some like a bitch ass excuse, but it was kind of just how it was. Like I couldn't do it, you know. This one here, I feel this Kickstarter feels less stressful, so I hope the production feels less stressful. And I'm committing to getting these, you know, just something out, like a mini comic, just some kind of something for people to experience that lore within panels.
I think it means something, and then you also have like a piece of IP. You know what I mean? Like you have a figure, so you have a piece of IP, but it extends your IP, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are interested in like lore. I'm like a lore geek. I like to just know what's the story behind stuff, and
I mean, storytelling is one of the most powerful things. It's like, you know, people. That's everything that we indulge in has some story, even if it's a fabricated like reality TV. They understand that there needs to be a story. Like story is important, and like Grasslow said, a comic will definitely get you more exposure, which is a better route to go than me exposing myself trying to get more exposure. Like that actually, that's why I had to stop my other channel. I had a channel before this one. And I was like, oh, more exposure. And I was like, okay, but YouTube banned me. So it didn't go well.
John is always exposing himself in ways that, I mean, some communities don't like. But
I can never leave my house. That's what we're saying.
Right.
Yeah. No, comic is definitely a better way than swinging dick everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much to swing. So it's like a lot of this.
Just wait till it's warm. Just don't go out in the cold and shit. Yeah.
Well, I do.
It's weird. Jordan is saying Odious comic would have legs. Toy community really loves it. But he also said this. He said, all for a Flipboard comic too in the MIP. Buddy, a Flipboard comic comes with your Flipboard.
Yeah.
Damn.
And a graphic novel's in the works.
Huh?
And a graphic novel's in the works.
Yes.
Which is like a whole bunch of comics, but you put them together.
That's like 50 mini comics together.
Is it?
Like that. I mean, a graphic novel. Well, I wrote one. It's 150 pages. So it's like, that's even more because my mini comic was 10 pages. So yeah, that's like 15 times, you know, I don't know. But I don't know. But I'm also like a writer by trade. So I just, you know, the first thing I was like, where, you know, what's the thing to write and this and that.
Okay, crazy.
So, but how many days do we have left of the campaign?
Here, let me bring it back up.
Yeah, we got like 9 days. So we're getting down to it. And I mean, there's a good amount on the Kickstarter. It's looking pretty good. Like, I am optimistic, but I also know that it's not in the bag yet, like not even close. So this last week is going to be like a super, super crazy push. I'll be live streaming everywhere I can. I appreciate you guys letting me on. It was very awkward the way I was like, hey, I never talked to you before, but can you fucking expose me to your audience? I won't show my nuts or whatever. And then you guys were like, for sure.
Well, if John would have told me that you weren't going to show your nuts, I probably would have said no. But
that's before we knew they were like super hairy.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I assumed a normal amount of human hair.
I know. It is not already funded. That is why Impossible Pie. Just highlighting this. Sorry, chat. I'm slow on the chat today. But yes, so it's definitely going to have a push as it keeps going. But if you want one, lock it in. Support independent. I mean, this is as independent as you go. You're like a dude who's just you're doing this while you're doing other things in life. Like,
for sure. Yeah, no. It's funny because I see like other like independent toy companies, and I love a lot of these. Like things like Fresh Monkey Fiction, or what's another one out there? I don't know. This is not a put down. I love Fresh Monkey Fiction and Big Bad Workshop and everything, but it's funny because like they are independent, as in like they're not Hasbro and Mattel, but then there's that type of independent, and then there's my type, like out of the back of the trunk type shit.
Yeah.
Like I go to conventions with Odiouses in my backpack and that kind of So
no, you're like you are a true. I always like not laugh, but like, and I don't want to dog pile on Super 7, but Super 7 annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah,
but it's like we're like this independent. It's like the stretch of the definition of independent and boutique. It's kind of in the film world, because that's where like I came up in, and you'd have independent filmmakers, and like I did a film out of school. Somebody gave me $100,000 as a budget to do the film. And I was like, this is $100,000 movie. And then I'll hear people like, oh, we have a little independent movie. Oh, what's the budget on your movie? It's like a $7 million. It's it's like, and yes, that is technically an independent thing, but in the same way, you are truly like, you're like I'm doing this probably with your family, like your family's involved, like that's this is not it's not a Super 7 situation. You don't have I don't think you have a retail store that's in San Diego and San Francisco.
I do
not. So I think this is.
Well, I know of two locations you could open one up though.
Yeah. Dude, think about it. This actually, I love the different looks with the vests, and this is actually a really solid looking fucking figure.
This look right here reminds me of Daniel Craig in Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. What a pull!
I haven't seen that, but
that's
I like the idea of Cowboys.
John's Western.
Harrison Ford's in that.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, it's not a good.
That's why, like, I like specifically the Western and the Army, because they, I think like war stories and Westerns work so well with other genres. Like you could, Cowboys and like vampires is like fun, or soldiers.
What are your top Western movies? John just embarrassed us all by saying Cowboys. That's all John knows in terms of his Western knowledge. What are your favorite? Because I fucking love Westerns. What are your favorite like Western movies?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm not like a Western. No. But I do have a favorite Western movie, and it's a weird one. I love The Quick and the Dead.
The Quick and the Dead is a fucking Sam Raimi movie. It's a great movie.
It's so weird. Yeah, I love it. It has Keith David. Keith David is awesome, but he's in it for like 5 minutes. But it's got like a crazy like lineup. But yeah, I love the spaghetti westerns are great and everything and all that. But like sometimes things are so like such a big part of like pop culture. It's hard to like appreciate them on their own. Like same thing kind of with Star Wars. It's like Star Wars is so big, and like Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones. These things are so big, and it's just that they're more like big pop things,
right?
So it's kind of hard. But like Quick and the Dead, I never heard of it. I was just watching I don't know what the hell, and it came on, and I was like, what the fuck? Like Russell Crowe, like a whole Leonardo DiCaprio,
yeah,
Sharon
Russell
Stone?
Crowe's in it. Yeah, like everyone is in that movie.
Yeah, and then like, how about like when they do the gunfights and it's just like black in the background and they're just like going across the screen, and then like I was like, man, it totally a Sam Raimi movie, and it was
it's like an extremely stylized. Like I still laugh at the part. Like spoiler alert, like. It's at the end, like Gene Hackman's like the bad guy. Gene Hackman is a fucking legend, and like he shoots, he kills him, and the way he knows is when he looks at his shadow. There's like a hole. But it's like that would never happen. Like you look at your shadow and there's a perfect hole that's going through his. So it's like silly, fun shit like that. I like that movie though.
That movie's awesome. Or how about like there was a part where like the badge falls on the floor and then like the perspective of the camera was like looking up from under the badge still. Like I was like, that's insane. There's no point, there's no reason. It's just weird shit from Sam Raimi. But and then like Tombstone and shit like that. Those are all great movies. But quick
Tombstone, man.
Yeah, Tombstone's crazy, but
dude, how great would a Tombstone action figure line be, man? Like you could
cowboy action figure line. Just give 1/12 scale cowboys with soft goods. I'm all in. Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. There's not a lot of. I'm just trying to think. There's not really like cowboy figures out there. Yeah, dude. I just had a flashback of the game. You guys remember Sunset Riders?
No, let's see.
Okay, chat, help me out. Sunset Riders was a 4-player. You had Ninja Turtles, and remember, Ninja Turtles was a 4-player thing. You had the Simpsons. It was in that era of 4-player beat 'em ups. They had a game called Sunset Riders, and it was 4 cowboys. I don't remember the cowboys, but I remember like you'd have to go through different boards where like sometimes like they'd have like horses, and you have to like jump on the horses. Sunset Riders, everybody.
I'd buy toys of these for sure. There's a Mexican one. I'd buy 2 of those.
Yeah. It was
for sure.
That was a fun. John, sorry, I passed you. What's your favorite Western movies, man? Do you have one? I don't want to put you on the spot. I like Westerns.
Chicka Wild Wild West, Jim West, Desperado. I mean, obviously
that probably is your favorite.
Wild. I had that soundtrack.
Wild Wild. I think I was out by the time Wild Wild. I was in for the one where he was dancing with the fucking aliens. That one was fine. But by the time Wild Wild West came out, I was just like, all right.
Well, everybody was out of that one. That was his choice over the Matrix.
Wild Wild West was?
Yes.
He chose to do that instead of doing the Matrix?
Yes.
Wow, he has some bad decision-making skills.
I gotta say though, there's something about like knowing all the versions of Will Smith. I'm sure it would have been a fine movie. Like if we could go to that universe where he chose that and watch it and be like, oh, this is good. But there's something about Keanu Reeves' personality type, like his way of doing things that really fits that character.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you look at it, you can't look at it now. It's like when people are like, oh, Magnum PI was supposed to be Indiana Jones. Like you can't like process like what that looks like. You're just like, no, but Harrison Ford is like, he's like fucking Indiana Jones. So
Django. Django's a good. Is that considered a Western? I guess so.
Django's a Western.
Django's amazing. I love that. I want some Django figures.
They had those Django figures.
Who?
NECA. NECA made a set.
Those are Hateful Eight, right?
No. NECA had Django figures. They made Samuel Jackson, Django. They made Leonardo DiCaprio's. I don't remember the names. Leo's character. They made the guy who trains Django. The German.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't believe you.
And those were like crazy. I think they had to pull them. So they were like crazy on the aftermarket. The figures are not great, by the way. They're very
like
those
retro ones.
They're very retro, like Mego. Is that the like style? They're just okay, but they made them, and I guess they pulled them. And apparently there was a thing that like you couldn't sell them on eBay because if eBay found out, they would pull them. There was like a whole thing with them.
It was really weird, but they found them in the vault a couple years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Their magic vault. They found them there.
Even Django's wife, crazy.
Yeah, Broomhilda.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
that movie's awesome.
Sinners kind of felt like a Western, sort of like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sinners. Yeah, and see, that's a good example of mixing genres.
Later,
you got Western and horror.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, that movie.
Oh, you know what? Wait, I actually had I showed this to John yesterday. John, if you want to screen me here, I have a
yeah, let me do it.
Yeah.
Beep, bop, boop, boop. Very complicated, folks.
I have a no, John, I'm gonna
enter code.
John, I can't make myself all
engage.
So
easy.
You could take this or leave this, Wade. But if you want another variant idea, sometimes I come up with these brilliant ideas, and sometimes they suck. You can tell me if this sucks, okay? But here's a new Odious character you can do. He's called Brodius, okay?
Brodius.
And Brodius is a bro. And so he's like an obnoxious, he's got like the beer hat, you know, like he's typically, he's just like an asshole you would see at like a game. So he's got like the beer hat, and then he comes with beer to drink beer, and then he has a Letterman jacket but it doesn't fit that well because he you know, this is like from high school. Like he's like one of these, like he wants to relive his high school days, and he has a shirt and it says like boob inspector, you know, or something like that. And then he wears, for some reason, you can have him with pants, or you can have him just with like, he's just got like you know, like somebody pulled his pants down and he's just wearing like his boxers with the hearts or something. But
okay.
You know, but you know, Wade, feel no pressure to make this figure. I know right now you're going like, fuck, I got to make this. I don't want to put pressure, but you know, it's out there should you want it. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't want that shit. I'm very offended.
That's all right. Whenever people say no, we just pull the live stream after. So there's
that's true.
That's
true.
Views.
Yeah. Wait, I'll see you guys at the next convention. By the way, that's I'm just trying to help. So yeah, I'm very excited about yeah, I love I love all the photos. I really feel a comic would be a fun like a fun idea to, I don't know, to also like expand your line.
Yeah, I really hope to do that. And I can't remember if I made the point, if I ever got to it earlier, but yeah, I'm committed after this Kickstarter, no matter what happens. If it's successful and I'm still busy next year, I'm going to work on comics. If it's unsuccessful, I'm going to work on Odious comics 100% no matter what happens. So we can look forward to that. But yeah, I mean, I hope it's successful, and I'm super busy working on comics and making toys. But if not, I'll be making comics.
I think it will be, and I think, yeah, I just think you're going to be the week. This coming week will probably be very stressful for you because it's just going to be a lot of like, it's like you're a campaigning senator or something. Like you gotta, like you're basically doing campaign shit like this and just trying to drum up support. So I urge you guys. Who's
your vice president? Who's your vice pick?
Oh, I need a
yeah. You need somebody
for sure.
Somebody that runs around and does it in different states.
Yeah, I gotta think of a
You need that.
I need a minority.
I'm going to while you guys talk, I'm going to put the Odious link in the description right here, and we'll put it on the on the description to this video as well. And
it's already in the description.
In the description,
because I fucking did it.
Do you say it's already in the description?
It's already in the description of the video.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. Well, now it's in the chat.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to help you, and John's getting fresh just because I said the wrong word. Like,
yeah, he's hating.
I'm just clarifying that, like, because I created these live streams that stream on both of our accounts at the same time, that legwork was already done, but he doesn't know that. So he's gonna put it in the description later and go, "Oh,
I already did this." So wait, where are you guys? You're streaming here and where else, or what's going on?
So on my channel and his channel, we used to do it like we'd take turns, and then it was like, well, we don't know what we're doing, and we had a conversation about, do we create a third channel and we just stream there and then try to split whatever YouTube decides to give us out of that, like super chats or anything. And then we came across ways of doing this, so you can in this program choose to stream to multiple location. So we just I have it on my YouTube channel, and then he has it on his, and it just kind of has like this. I mean, most of our audience is overlapping anyway, but it allows for anybody that wants to do a super chat, they can do it on his or go to mine and do it.
Yes.
Oh, so they have to choose which one of you guys they like better, and they give them the
right.
one.
And it does become a big ordeal.
Yes.
Oh, you guys beef over the $2 super chat.
Yeah, speaking of super chat, there was a super chat in here, and John, I can't scroll back.
Yeah, you can.
No, like it stopped like to the like.
Oh, it goes to 9:45. That's as far back as you can go.
Fuck.
Whoever
super chatted, you don't have to super chat again, but can you just let us know what the super chat was? I just don't want to miss everything. We got talking about Westerns and all this other stuff, and these two guys distracted me. I'm going to blame it on them, and I fucked up. But I didn't super chatter, please come back.
Or maybe you didn't get a super chat, and this is your weird way of trying to get somebody to do it.
No, we did. Like there was a.
I think what I said was probably right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, this is live chat. Top chat.
I can't see.
I mean, if you log in on the back end on desktop and you go into like the little tool, you can.
Oh, you do it from your phone, Hatter?
No, I'm here on my desktop. Oh. But for some reason, in the way Restream is, it's like I can't go back that far now.
Yeah, I didn't see a super chat come up. I mean, we'd get it. I'm looking at the live stream on YouTube as well.
Okay.
I didn't see anything.
I could have sworn I saw something. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Remember how we were talking before? Like you think, you're like, oh, I'm trying to like manifest it into the world. This is actually a good question, just in terms of delivery, so people know, because I know, Wade, you're not thinking about this right now, but just so people know. Because we got this question from somebody else before in terms of how long, let's say this funds tomorrow, like, well, what is the expected and all that shit?
Delivery date. So if you look at the Kickstarter, I have a bunch of random dates. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. One of the dates is like January 2026. That's wrong. So it'll be like it'll take about a year. The last Odious, from the day it funded, like it funded in late June, like a week or maybe mid-July, I think, like a week before Comic-Con. The following Comic-Con, I had them in hand and I was selling them. By the end of August, about 80% of people had their orders. So wow. I had them in people's hands after about 13 months. So this time, it should be a little quicker, although there are some things I'm going to, like if we get funded on the Kickstarter here, I probably won't have them start production until like maybe after like Chinese New Year, because there's other things I want to try to get going. Big Bad Toy Store still has to put up pre-orders for the other things and blah, 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 blah. Even then, it should be done by the end of the year. My factory, the factory I work with, thankfully, is like super quick. Like I was surprised by how quick they did the first Odious. The only thing that was time consuming was the back and forth on the articulation issues. Like I had it sculpted a certain way and it couldn't be produced that way. So we were trying to find ways to make it work and this and that. So that was the only time consuming thing. I don't have to worry about that this time. So the figure should be, we should have these out by the end of next year. I feel.
Wow.
But, again, there's certain things in the world I can't control. So like, if tariffs is still a big thing in a year, then we may have to wait a month to see like the best rates and those types of things, but the figure should be done in about a year.
Dude, that's pretty fucking. I will say, just as kudos to you too. You guys did pump it out pretty damn fast on that first, which I don't want people to take that for granted, because I'm not gonna name names, but there are Kickstarters, and it's just not just in action figures, comic book Kickstarters too, that are years where you're just waiting for them. Like I have one that my buddy funded. I didn't fund it, but like it's 4 years in and he's still like waiting. So like that happens.
Oh, I think that's not a Kickstarter. That's Premium DNA. That's an established company.
Oh, they're the worst. Those dudes.
John with his okay, guys. You both gaslit me. The crowd, everybody was gaslighting.
That's why he said lols, because he didn't actually do it.
No, he said it was. I know I saw one.
Fucking right, you.
Alter Clark, $5. Yo, it was me. LOLs. You guys ever see a Sasquatch or Bigfoot? Crazy stuff, man. He thought maybe just thought maybe Wade made Odious after childhood trauma. Wait, I don't know if you want to get into childhood trauma, but what do you? Is this something?
Can I do that here? No, but you know what's cool? So I never saw a Sasquatch, but you know what's funny? After having Odious, I get approached by people who have like their own Sasquatch sighting stories, and that's always the best thing ever. Like I met a dude at Legion's Con. Shout out to this gentleman. He's the greatest. But he made my day. He came up to me and he's like, he didn't know anything about my channel, Odious. He just saw it at Legion's Con. He's like, hey, I saw your figure. Looks pretty cool, man. Have you ever seen a Sasquatch? And I, like completely dead serious. And I'm thinking, I started laughing. I was all, nah. And he's like, I have. And he told me his whole story. It was awesome. And he bought the figure and he's backed the Kickstarter, like the new Kickstarter. So he became like a fan of Odious. He had it with them, like at this Legion's Con. That interaction was last year's Legion's Con. So, but yeah, it was just really cool. That I mean, that kind of stuff is awesome. Like, I am a fan of like, you know, weird conspiracy theories and cryptids and you know, all that type of stuff. So like hearing that stuff from somebody in person was really dope.
That's awesome, man. I had a run-in with a Sasquatch about 13 years ago. I was in a place called Grants Pass, Oregon, and I was there with my ex, and I was running every morning, and so there was like a path that you could run behind. And one time I was in the path, and it was kind of behind neighborhoods, and as I was walking, a rock, like a rock this size, fell like next to me. And then I looked to the right and I saw, I think it was a Sasquatch, but it was definitely a figure. Huh?
Are you being serious?
Yeah. It was some figure that was in the woods that threw, this was a thrown rock. This is not a rock that tumbled. Somebody threw a rock. And look, I can't say for sure if it wasn't like some dumb kid. I can't say with complete assurance, but it looked very big. And then it like kind of took off when I looked at him. So I'm going to assume it was like a Sasquatch because it had that silhouette. You know what I mean? Like, but it was this this is Oregon. So it's very foggy. It's a very like foggy kind of like, nice. So I'm just going to assume a Sasquatch tried to kill me with a rock.
And Figure Report says it might've just been Wade. I could have been hunting you down.
Wade, it could have been you. I'll be real. Like if it was you, I probably couldn't in that fog tell you got that big beard. You know what I mean? Like it could have been you.
It could have.
The only way we know that Wade is not is because he wears these clothes. But if he was totally naked, we'd be like, "Whoa, oh my gosh, a Sasquatch!"
That's true.
Yeah.
Look at the balls.
Yes. And also the way you know is if
I can tell by the balls.
Yeah, if the nuts are shaved, you know it's not a Sasquatch. That's always that's how they would tell back in the day if somebody was a Sasquatch.
Sign.
They'd pull their pants down and be like, "No, he's got shaved nuts." So
no, that's awesome. That's awesome though. Like that's spooky, but I would love to have a story like that because the whole throwing rocks thing, that's like a through line. Like they're always throwing rocks at people. Like every time people have like their stories, they're like, we're in the cabin and we started hearing rocks hitting the side and we look outside and see like you hear that same type of story a lot of places. So that's really interesting.
No, there was and this it's one of those things where like it's kind of fucked up because that rock, had it hit, it would kill me. It was a big rock. But yeah, that's and I feel like Oregon, up that coast, like it's very. The odds are it could have been some kind of Sasquatch. That's all I'm saying.
There's a lot of sightings out there for sure.
Yeah. So we have time for Wade, do you want to stick around we do a segment here called F Your Shelf, where basically we show somebody's toy shelf and then we trash it. We say why. And again, even if it's nice, you have to find something.
Good job.
You got to find something negative to say about this. We did this last time with Pixel Dan. Funny enough, Pixel Dan is such a jovial guy, but he was even trashing this shelf. So I think you'll find, I believe in you that you could find something negative to say if you really want.
Yeah, we found out that Pixel Dan had a lot of internal stuff built up that he really let go.
Yeah, a lot of rage. Like you wouldn't think so, but he's got a lot of
stuff too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a little scary. He's got a lot of rage inside him. But let's do an F Your Shelf, and then we'll we'll plug this Kickstarter one more time, and then we'll let you go back to sleep.
Sleeping's for cowards.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's true. All right, welcome.
And just so we know, this is like, it has been an ongoing issue where like I put these names in here and like I hit save all the time, add a name, save it, or remove a name and save it. And sometimes people still aren't in here. So, or they stay in here. And so apologies to everybody that has submitted. This is a little bitch.
Oh shit.
A dynamic could be anybody in the chat.
People submit for their shelves to be trashed up.
Yeah. People love this. They love. We've had people just DM us like, please, can you? I know it's a random wheel, but can you please trash my? There are a lot of masochistic people.
We've done this one before.
Really
fuck.
We have.
Yeah, it's grayed out.
Okay, so we're gonna ban you,
Damn.
I like your name. At Geek99.
See, I save it, and then I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, we don't know until
I pull up this spreadsheet.
John looks at it if it's somebody we already did.
All right, so this is one. The Geek99 sent this back in March, and we're now getting into it. So back when we first launched this, we allowed people to do up to 5 images, but Google Sheets does not separate those. You have to like manually separate every single link. And it just limited it to 1 photo. Plus, people were just getting cute.
Yeah, being cute people.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that,
dude. You should see some of the ones we've done on here. It's just like instant, like wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Not only should they be ashamed of their toy collection, but just ashamed of themselves as people. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is someone's shelf.
This is someone's. Yeah. And then, based on the resolution, I assume they took this photo 15 years ago.
So, but do people submit this like as a joke, and then they hope you say something nice eventually? Is that what?
No. So when you submit, the rules are the segment is called F Your Shelf.
Okay. F stands for fuck.
Oh.
No, I'm asking.
Yes. Yes. No. Yeah. The F stands for fuck. No. Like.
Oh, what's
yeah. It's just a like F yourself, but like fuck yourself, but it's fuck your shelf.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. So
go F your shelf.
Yeah.
Go fuck your shelf. Okay.
That's like the Hollywood pitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we had a breakdown of what this would look like if it was a TV show and the two of us and the characters when we play, and it was essentially like a home makeover, but we'd come in and like fix these displays and stuff. But
yeah,
it got real cool.
Like that would be the show. Is you call us up, Wade, and you go, "Hey guys, my toy shelf kind of sucks. What could I do about this?" And then we show up and we're like, "It's time to F your shelf." Okay. And then we come in. We get into your house. We're very obnoxious because we start touching everything. But at the end of the day, we kind of like Pimp My Ride. We go, hey, Wade, here's where I put the Odious right here, and here's the, you know what I mean? Like I figure that out, and you'd be like, oh, okay. And then at the end, like Pimp My Ride, you show up, like maybe like holding your wife's hand, and you're like, Wade, come into your new room, and then you walk in, and you're like, whoa, and then we show you all. Here's a TV screen that's embedded in there, and that's kind of like the pitch.
Okay, I got it.
But that's for the show.
Yeah. But because it is important to tell stories, scripted reality TV, as we know, stories are important. So we'll have segments in there where it's like, look, it's crunch time, and Nier's wanting to make last minute changes, and I don't know if we're gonna make it. You better get it together, otherwise this project's over.
Yeah, John has that kind of. John's more like he's more like the annoyed. Like I'm the guy who has like the crazy thing. Like John, I think we can have the panels separate and there's a TV screen, and you're like, oh my God. And then he's got to tell the construction workers, like, guys, there's a new change in plan and we got 14 fucking hours to do this. And like, that's sort of the model.
Okay. I got it. Yeah. I'm locked in.
Yeah, everybody would watch
now that you know what's happening here, F this shelf. We'll give you unless you don't feel comfortable going first. And then we'll just talk about you behind your back about how you do it.
Fuck that. No, there's a bunch of shit that's there's a bunch
of shit. I like this. Yeah. All right, go.
I mean, I don't using paper as the bottom is fucking, that shit looks like trash. And not even one piece of paper. It's like layered paper. Like they couldn't find one sheet of paper big enough. They got like 4 fucking sheets of paper. And then why the fuck, if they have a diorama, why do they have cardboard on the top? And why the fuck are these Goku motherfuckers like hanging out in the alleys like some drug dealers? Where the fuck did that alien come from? He needs to go back to where he came from. And then that white alien, you know, he's all right. But like everyone else, like this shit is fucking. This is someone's display. Like they walk in their room and look at this every day.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this shit is stupid. It looks like they were gonna try to take a picture and then just kind of gave up halfway through.
Oh man!
No,
hey, wait. Could you do me a favor and be critical maybe of this one? Can you just let loose?
Well, no, yeah. I mean, it's just highly offensive, you know. But like if someone would
wait, I think you're gonna. I think you might take over F yourself. I think you.
Yeah.
This has to be the meanest F, and I love it. This is the meanest F yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna just hand this segment over to you, and this is on you now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I hate most things. Well, you know, little things piss me off. Like,
well, then you're gonna hate how small these guys are.
Oh yeah, they're out of scale. Those look like those fucking like a thing you buy in a quarter machine, and it comes out in a little bubble. I bet they paid $50 for that shit. And they're like, and then do they got a mix of like figure arts and then the cheap Bandai ones? That's stupid.
No, these are all the same.
Are they all the cheap Bandai ones?
No. These are all
they could only afford the cheap Bandai ones. Like,
no, they spent all their money on the good SH figure arts that now they need paper floors.
But having 3 pieces of paper, I don't know, man. This guy needs to get it.
Yeah, why does he have so much paper?
What throws me off the most is like cutting it out over here. Like there's a whole diorama over here, and you put.
I know, and even on the diorama, it's multiple pieces of papers. Like, why is it cut right there?
I know.
And then why is the diorama? Weird. You're gonna piss me off with this segment.
Oh God, look at this.
Why does the diorama have like these dioramas don't even line up with each other? Like, why is the fucking that's stupid? And then.
Oh man! Hey! By the way, chat. Suicide watch for Geek 99. Let's make sure.
I'm gonna make sure
he's okay.
I'm gonna make sure he's not following me because I'm gonna block him.
Yeah. Wait, if he follows you, you're gonna block him.
I'm gonna block him right now.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Cool.
Wow, he takes this.
Wow.
Maybe you don't get the point of the segment.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I don't think you're jiving with the segment. I think actually you're taking.
Oh my bad. Well, I blame you guys. You guys explained it to me poorly, and now
no. Actually, I'm joking. This might be the best F yourself because like you went in. That was a fatality. Like you fucking. I don't even know what to say
victory,
after.
I guess.
Yeah, this is a flawless. Like you ruined this guy. This guy will never collect action figures again.
Do you think he'll back Odious? That'd be cool.
I mean, he might. You know what? I think Odious might make this better. Like,
you know, when you were first describing this, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, okay, I'll just say if there's no Odious, I'll go. There's no Odious and get pissed off." But then you brought up this bullshit, and it pissed me off legitimately. Yeah, so. and there's no Odious.
Wow. All right. Well, while this person seeks counseling after that ripping, let's find one more.
All I was gonna say after that to add is I didn't like how the windows had just a white paper behind, like it was just looking into
trash.
Like it's just crap. Yeah. So wow. Oh, this one I'm gonna feel bad about because Pickle D just made me a beautiful diorama.
And sent it all the way from Germany. I also have one. So we are going to be in this kind of position of thank God you're here.
Yeah, you know what, Wade? You might have to actually take the reins on this next one because this guy kind of like really made some beautiful stuff for us just now, and I would feel horrible like trashing him.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know this guy. I'm not a fan of Germany, so.
Not a fan of Germany.
Germany's great. We love it. All right, let's
what's the not so great a few years ago. All right. Here we go.
What the fuck?
They got great chocolate now, so.
He already's like, what the fuck?
Well, okay, so it's just the shelf, and that's cool. Like, he's got, like, you know, separated by characters. But if you're going to take pictures, why is it so fucking shadowy? Like, you can't flash a light in there? You're going to submit a picture to this fucking live stream, and it's going to be all shadowy. And then what the... Oh, I hate Sesame Street. And
I can zoom in wherever you want.
Yeah, zoom into Sesame Street because everyone from Sesame Street is a bitch because
Where are you
They're
seeing
not
Sesame
Muppets.
Street?
Wait, where do you see Sesame
Oh.
I see
Street?
Cookie Monster.
He's cooking.
Oh,
Out of
fuck.
all of that, he managed to.
Oh yeah, he jumped out to me. I gotta, yeah, Cookie Monster. Oh, the whole thing is, this is fucking chaos. What the fuck?
Oh man, you think this is a lot of chaos?
Well,
you don't think
it makes. Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to find a through line. Okay, there's some bunnies. Because like all the other shelves are like characters, and it's like, you know, here's like the dude. I can't remember his
This
name.
is your junk drawer in the kitchen.
They should have kept that shit in the drawer because this is a fucking.
This is like these are like your high end dishes that you only use for certain parties. This is like everyday party or dinners, and then you get up here, and this is like
that's good. That looks good.
Yeah, so these are like the specialty.
John, can you move down? Oh, sorry. Can you go to the bottom right? Yeah. Pickle D, do you think you love Fisto? There's a lot of Fisto there.
There's more Fisto.
Well, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a little Fisto
back here. Yeah. So
and there's one back there.
7.
Do people like make their shelves all fucked up on purpose for this segment? Because this makes no sense.
Plus, there's one down here.
Oh yeah.
Did they make it fucked up for the segment?
Well, because like, why would one shelf be all different characters, and then he has a whole shelf dedicated to Fisto, pretty much? And like,
no, you peaked with this quote. Keep that shit in the drawer is actually keep that shit in the drawer could be the alternate title to F is keep that shit in the drawer.
Keep that shit in the drawer.
Yeah, if this is a segment you want to like steal and do on your own channel, that's what you'll call it.
Oh my god, that was
so. This is like
this shit pisses me off.
This is a guy that makes dioramas, mind you.
He's a genius diorama maker. Like I just got his stuff. He's brilliant, and he's a
but does he make a fucking diorama where it's like a mix of different fucking things? It's like a street, and then I don't know. Like
it's funny that you say that because the one that I have is like it's a one piece thing, but the one half on the right is like a what would we call it? It's like a medieval room, and then on the left side is like a tavern, but it's all one thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, granted, we did decide to do that together, but it is hilarious that this is the situation, and that's what you said.
Right.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do like a tavern and then a fucking time machine and a fucking futuristic sci-fi fucking medieval like chaos. It doesn't make any sense. That's what if you would have like you told me he makes dioramas, that's what I would have assumed he was gonna. What the fuck is this dude? You guys are gonna make me mad with this fucking shit. Like,
man,
his blood pressure is going up.
Yeah,
get like alerts that like
you guys are retroactively ruining my Thanksgiving with this bullshit.
Suffered a stroke, and we weren't sure if it was from the way he ate the day before or the live stream.
Dude, you're gonna have to go like shadow boxing like after this just to kind of get some of that. Get some of that aggression out. I will say this, Pickle D. I don't like that. Like you're on one of those how like the slope in the house right there. I know this has nothing to do with your shelf, but it kind of is making me mad that it's got like that because everything is a parallel, and then suddenly you have this weird angle that's doing that, and that's just upsetting to me. And
also, why would He-Man be flying from that angle?
Right. What is he coming out of?
Yeah, he wouldn't. Yeah.
No,
he makes dioramas. Why didn't he make a diorama? Fucking, I don't know, sky or whatever.
We don't know. I got to reiterate, Rick Jones, Pickle D's dials are great, but Wade is all forgiven if Pickle D gets Odious.
Yes, okay. I will forget everything I said. I'll be like, oh, the lighting is good. I love the variety of the one shelf, and fists are nice. I'll say all that shit. But I'm not saying that until let me see if I can.
Man, I don't think we can top, John. I don't know if we can top this F your shelf. Like this is a pretty brutal, savage beating.
It is.
Yeah. Wait, you kind of seem like a calm guy, and then you're like real angry when you need to.
Oh,
kind of.
Yeah. No, I'm usually calm, but I just get offended by things. The thing that offended me right off the jump was the lighting on there. That's crazy.
Not the lighting offensive there.
Yeah. The lighting was offensive, and then on the other one, the Dragon Ball Z shit. That's
right. Yeah. Well, that person we agreed should just sell everything and like no more toy collecting. Like I think
they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. I think Pickle D, I think we'll let you continue to collect toys, but obviously you need to kind of shape up a little bit here because this is it's not going to work for a lot of people. You know.
No. Yeah.
All right. Well, wow, that was a very illuminating F yourself. And I learned a few things about just really critiquing like that. You kind of taught me something too, because there were things that I was willing to let go. But when you articulated them and put them into the world, I was like, wow, you know what? He's right.
Yeah.
That does suck. And I might throw away that diorama I got now. Like I
assume it's bad. I assume you guys are being nice because you got it for free, which is cool. You know, someone makes something nice for you. That's nice. You don't want to, but you sometimes you just can't let it go. Huh?
No, I'm saying Pickle D. I'm joking. I love it. I love it. Okay. Wade is a different guy. Wade is a different man. He speaks for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd love to have done one where like we've had a few that come in and we're like, oh fuck, this is really good. Like it's genuinely a really nice setup, but the whole point is we have to find something.
Yeah, we got to tear it down. We got to find like.
I feel like you would have no hesitations to just be able to rip into it.
Yeah. And then you come on here and you pick like the 2 worst fucking possible ones.
No, these are actually not like on the scale of things we have looked at. These 2 weren't bad.
Dude, we've seen not bad. Where you don't even have to try. It's so bad that like like
everyone's laughing instantly, like just and that's like I will say that I'm pretty confident that nobody's really taken a situation, put it together, and sent a photo to have a shitty shelf. I think for the most part, people are genuine. They either do try to doll it up a little bit, not literally, I guess literally, or they just take it as it is. All right, there's a wrapper on the shelf next to it, but it is a good setup, but I didn't clean up. So there's like this kind of mix, but then you have people that are just like genuinely, you think this is how they think looks good, and you're looking at it and it's just, it's the best part.
Wait, I think the people have spoken. They're saying that this is the best F your shelf. I think we might need you moving forward. Not that you volunteered, but I think moving forward, we might need to. It kind of like we were mentioning this before, like like if we're having a hard time, we might need to bring you in, like special correspondence F yourself, and then you come in and you just trash. That could be a fun thing where you just come in, you give yourself a plug, but you also trash the shelf, and then you can walk off.
Yeah. No, I'm down because I don't understand what's going on. Like, like these guys. I thought these guys intentionally made their shelves bad.
No,
right. By the way those looked, it looks like they made that shit fucked up, turned off the lights, and took pictures or whatever the fuck. So like, you're saying now that you think they may be like, I'm gonna get them. They won't. You think these guys submitted these pictures and said they won't have anything to complain about?
I think. I mean, they know, especially after the people that submit, like when they submit, they have to click a checkbox that says, I understand that this will be mean. So people know.
Yeah, they have to. We make them understand this will be mean. We're going to be cruel on purpose.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But we've had setups where like it's just somebody has like a really tiny computer desk, like one that's on wheels. It's like just big enough for a laptop, and maybe there's like a shelf behind it, and then it's just like figures surrounding it. A laptop and a mouse and like a shitty mouse pad that should have been thrown away 10 years ago. And it's like, that's their setup. And because I, on my main channel, have a younger audience because of the Dragon Ball stuff. So we have this like weird thing where it's a bunch of old dudes like us coming in, but then there's like kids that want to submit too, or a younger generation. Shit. And sometimes I'm like, oh God, I don't know if he's like 25 submitting Dragon Ball or 12.
Oh yeah. If that kid,
John doesn't want to hurt feelings.
If that kid is 12, he has time to recover. He could get better.
Yeah, this could be
a motherfucker's 35 or 25 or some shit. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
But wait, hold on a second. You're saying he has time to recover, but he's also in a transition period of his life. This might be the choice between I become the president and I become like a little thug. You never know. You know what I mean? John could be changing the course.
Origin story for superhero, supervillain. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll be dead by then anyway. So
162 says your shelf looks like shit back Odious, which I think is good. Wait, this is actually a good way to make money. Look at this right here. the Boys Hunting Toy says, I'm backing Odious after witnessing that. So this is a good. You know what's so hilarious to me about this is I feel that you're actually upset. Like I feel like Wade, like 5 hours from now, he's gonna be like having lunch with his family, and they're like, Wade, why are you so upset? He's like, this fucking shelf. Like it's still gonna be like you're still gonna be annoyed about that shelf, like thinking about it today.
Yeah. As soon as my wife wakes up, I'm gonna tell her. I'm not even gonna wait to eat. I'm gonna say, I was like, you should have seen these people's shelves. Yeah, I'll get all pissed off. And she's like,
no, I like it. All right, well, let's wrap up, boys. This was a fun one. We're gonna give you the just some screen time here, Wade. Give the people, if you're showing up, just the last sexy pitch to get the sexy Odious and get sexy toys.
Yeah. Well, if you want to guarantee a way that your shelf will not get bashed, put a motherfucking Odious on it. So you go back Odious right now. We have the cowboy version and the army version. It's on Kickstarter right now. We're a long ways away from making it happen. Like Hatter said earlier, this is a truly independent project. So like I need people out there to get into it. You know, if you've never heard of Odious and maybe you don't think it's your cup of tea just based on what we looked at, please do me a favor and just consider checking out the Kickstarter. Just go to the page, look at it, all that kind of stuff. And if you like the idea, but you don't like the figures, feel free to share it. Like anything like that is helpful. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't give a fuck how bad your shelves look. Just share the Kickstarter to kind of get it out there in the world. If you're like in Facebook groups, share it there, all that type of stuff. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, this is just a small time guy trying to become like a toy company. I released one figure that a lot of people like, and I just want to put out more figures that I hope people will like. And I just kind of want to get this thing going so I could be in the world. Like it's a collector making toys. I'm just like everybody else out there who loves figures and does this. And I want to make figures that I feel like you'll love. So yeah, please check out the Kickstarter. Everyone who's backed it already, huge thank you. We're getting there. The light's at the end of the tunnel. We're heading towards it. So I have faith that it's going to happen. So get on it. If you're somebody that's never heard of Odious, this is like the beginning stages. Like imagine being on the beginning stages of Mythic Legions or Marvel Legends or whatever. Like how cool would that be years later? So you could get in on the beginning stages and help me make this happen.
Great. What a fucking great pitch.
Best place to follow you?
Unparalleled Universe on Instagram. I think it may be unparalleled _ uterus. Unparalleled uterus.
I like Unparalleled Uterus. That's a good one.
Well, if you Unparalleled Universe female figure.
Yeah,
that's true.
Unparalleled Universe on YouTube and Instagram.
Wonderful. Follow this man. I think you had a great appearance here, by the way. I think you have won. I think the chat agrees. They're not easy to win over. I think you won them. I think you're over. You know, in wrestling terms,
cool.
you know when a guy's like over and you're just like, you know, I think.
Yeah, he means this is you're done after this.
You're done.
Oh,
your life is over.
Yeah, you fucked yourself with that shelf.
No, this is like in Gladiator. In Gladiator you gotta win the crowd. You know, it's like you gotta win the crowd, win your freedom. So yes, fully support the Odious. I will be a backer as well. And as I was in the first Kickstarter. So yeah. Wade, thanks for coming on. It was a hilarious appearance. You know, sometimes you don't know. You bring guests, you're like, oh god, is this guy gonna fucking suck? You didn't suck, buddy. You did great.
Thanks.
And I think you know what you're doing anyway. So yes, please support. I put the Kickstarter in the chat. It's also in the description, as John has pointed out. And by the way, Wade, I don't know if you know, but John is a great freestyle rapper, and he likes to kind of take us out on his freestyle rap. So John, we'll give you the floor. Go ahead, give us one, and the theme will be Odious.
Okay. Don't say the N-word.
Right? Yeah. Don't. Try
do
not
to say the
to.
N-word. All right. I got to pass.
Not allowed.
Oh,
not allowed.
Well, let me thank my guests for bringing us the Odious. He's got a figure that you can buy now, and it's gonna get backed by the crowd.
You fucking ruined it.